Hey guys, what's up? My name of course is Will. In this video I have a different kind of video for you today, and I have 5 steps on tips for Call of Duty Ghosts. If you're having any trouble, I have a bunch of steps for you, and in the background you're going to be watching a close to a double K.E.M strike. I'm almost 100% sure. That's what it was called on my desktop at least, and I got this gameplay about a month and a half ago, so I can't remember too much about it. All I know is I'm using the AK-12. Actually, right that second I was using the Honey Badger. But anyway, let's get into this video. There's also going to be some other gameplay in the background. You may see some like Stonehaven and a few other maybe if I put those in just to show you why you should use the things I'm about to say. But anyway, tip number 1 for Call of Duty Ghosts I have for you is your primary weapon. Now, what weapon will you use for Call of Duty Ghosts? Now, primary submachine gun, and if you want to, maybe get a cool shot or you just want to have some fun, use a sniper. But sniper, I would just use USR. I'm not too good in the sniper section. I'm not like a sniping kind of guy. But also rifle, I'm more of a pub stomping guy. I more go for the K.E.M strike and stuff like that. But I usually use the Honey Badger. Now you gotta go with the Honey Badger because it's always got a silencer on it, and that's usually what most people are gonna be using. That's one of the high quality weapons that you would use in Call of Duty Ghost. Submachine guns, I would actually use a Vector. I was rocking the Vector today, and it was fresh as hell. It's getting these nice kills. But anyway, let's get into step number 2. Step number 2 I got for you two is sound. Sound is key in this game. Now, everyone's going to be having a headset, most likely. And if you don't have one, you have a disadvantage already, because most people are always going to be using that. And Dead Silence does. If you use the perk Amplify, most people use that. I use that personally. I think it's the best perk. I use it on almost every single one of my classes, and that perk is key in this game. So you probably would, if you don't have that on now, put it on. And even if you don't have a headset, I'm not completely 100% sure on if you have like TV sound. So I don't know if it's gonna really pick up the footsteps as well, but still put it on anyway. It still could do something. You can hear Dead Silence, it says, but only some guys I do hear with Dead Silence, and I have a headset with Amplify I can hear, but sometimes I actually can't, and they get around me and sneak attack me and kill me. Step 3, know your map and surroundings. Right here in a few seconds you're going to be seeing a clip. As you can see, I have the Vector on map Stonehaven. As you can see, I trigger fire this guy. I have a submachine gun, and this is a big map. That's why I did that. I trigger fired with the RT button. I just clicked it a few times, and as you can see, I'm using Amplify, and you can see how I just knew that guy was there. I just used a magic trick on that guy. Stonehaven's a big map. You want to know your surroundings on this map, because especially if you're a sniper, you want to get to cover and you just want to be hidden for no one can actually see you. Even if you're not the sniper, if you're like a submachine gun guy, like me, a assault rifle guy, you want to get to cover as fast as you can, and you want to be not in the open. I usually rush out, but it never usually ever works out for me, so don't ever try doing that. As you can see, I just died from a sniper. But getting on to step 4. Now, as you know, I am a search and rescue like noob, if you want to call me. All I do is play search and rescue, but I was playing Ground War earlier today since I'm on the Xbox One now. I mean, why not switch it over to Ground War, because there is more players, and I do like that fact that there is more players. It makes me want to play Team Deathmatch and Domination. But I was rocking these awesome classes, and I got at least 50 kills and higher. I went like 67 and whatever. Like, I was getting 50 and up kills. I mean, it was not just the lobby, because I was backing out of lobbies and joining these other lobbies. So if you're gonna play Ground War, I do recommend using the freaking Griffin, the Battle Hind, and the Helipilot. There we go. Those are the 3. Stumbling over those words, so kind of know those kill streaks off the top of my head. But I want you to use those 3 kill streaks. Those things go to work when you're using Ground War, and especially when there's 9 players. Especially right now, there's Christmas noobs up, so they're not gonna just back out right when you get the Helipilot. So that's a good, useful tip that I would do right now if you're watching this video in December. But I'm gonna go on to step 5 right now. Okay, my final step I have for you is Dead Silence. Dead Silence and Amplify are like a team. They're like Batman and Robin. They work so good together. You really need it. I personally don't put it on though, because if I'm using Amplify, I can hear everyone else around me, except sometimes when they have dead silence, as I said before, 50% of the time will be able to hear, but the other 50% of the time I won't be able to. So that's the disadvantage I have. But I don't really actually put it on though, because there's other perks that I always use. I'm always using Quick Draw and Stalker if I'm using an AR, and I'm always going to be using Amplify. So that basically takes up all my slots. And if I'm playing Search and Rescue, which I mostly always am, I'm going to be using Sleight of Hand. But if I'm not, if I'm going for a Chem Strike or High Streaks, and I'm playing Domination or TDM, whatever it is, I'm going to be using fully loaded or the Scavenger, and that basically takes up all my slots. So I really don't have enough to actually fit dead silence. But if you're not going to be using these perks, if you're going to be using a sub, I usually use Agility or Marathon. When I use a sub, I'm playing Search and Rescue almost 100% of the time. But if you're using a sub in Domination or TDM, you might as well put on dead silence. Hopefully these tips were helpful to you guys. Hopefully you're going to be putting them to use. And if you're signed into a YouTube account, be sure to drop a like rating if you enjoy. Hit the subscribe button if you're new, and leave a comment on what you guys want to see. Any Dead Rising 3, any Call of Duty Ghosts. I'll be sure to upload anything of that. And I'm going to let the video set out, and I think you're going to like the rest of this video, because I do drop the Chem Strike in about 20 seconds. So hopefully you'll stay for that next 20.
SATCOM uplink enabled. Friendly chopper inbound. Friendly chem strike.